Using the newest and free version of ChatGPT will make weeks worth of work done in minutes. Imagine just having an AI that can understand and respond to text, voice,
The capital of France is Paris.
images, and even videos in real time. I'll show you how to use ChatGPT from basic uses to advanced features, practical uses for developers, educators, and tips and tricks to maximize ChatGPT without doing any of the pitfalls and mistakes. I'll show you how to set up and navigate ChatGPT 4.0 without any of the technical hassle so you can start using it right away, how to leverage its multimodal capabilities to enhance your productivity and creativity, how to integrate ChatGPT 4.0 into your business or development projects to streamline your workflow. We'll cover everything in a few steps so you can follow along effortlessly. But by the end of this video, I'll share a big pitfall of ChatGPT 4.0 that you should avoid at all costs. So stay to the end of this video. So let's begin with step number 1, set up ChatGPT 4.0. Just go to chat.openai.com because this is where you will log in and make an account if you don't have it. Just click on sign up and you can sign in with either an email address, Google, Microsoft, or Apple, which you've probably done many times before, and now you're on the inside. But if you don't want to use just the web version, you also have the app on the phone that comes with a set of different features that I'll show you later. To get access to this, go to the App Store or the Play Store, depending on what type of device you have, and download the app. But there's also one other new feature with 4.0 that is the desktop app. To get access to it, in the settings in the top, download the Mac OS app. I have it downloaded. It looks like this. The real difference is that you do get the conversations feature that you don't have on the web version. But let me show you step number 2, the basic usage of ChatGPT 4.0. You can see here that you can change the model from 4.0 to GPT-4 that you have to have a Plus account for, GPT 3.5, and temporary chat. This is a lot like incognito mode, index in the sidebar here, like you see all these things of previous conversations. Let me hide that. So we've selected 4.0 here. That is completely free. It's very advanced and fast, and we can interact with it in text mode, voice mode, image mode, and even file mode that we can upload things to it that I'll show you in a minute. Let's start with the most basic thing. What is the capital of Norway? Just like that, it will answer this question, and you have a bunch of different things that you can do with it. We can read aloud. That sounds like this.
The capital of Norway is Oslo.
The most basic, but we'll get into more advanced feature in a minute. The second mode that is very beneficial is voice mode. I recommend going to your phone or your iPad or the desktop app, in this case, to use it most beneficially. Here you can see that you have the conversation, which is a headphone icon, and you have this other microphone icon. And what happens then is if I click on this, I can speak to it with natural language. And when you see this, this is a very beneficial way to just speak into the microphone instead of typing your entire prompt. The second part is the conversations that if I click on it, you can see that we have a bunch of different voices that we can pick between, including Scarlett Johansson. Now, if I click on confirm, you'll see that this pops up. This is one of my favorite ways to interact with it. I just want to know what the capital of France is.
Got it. The capital of France is Paris.
Okay, do you know what I could do there?
In Paris, you could visit iconic landmarks like the Eiffel Tower and the Louvre Museum. Strolling through the historic neighborhoods like Montmartre or relaxing in beautiful gardens like Luxembourg Gardens are also great options.
Camera blurry, but you understand. This is one of my favorite ways to interact with it because you can just chat back and forth. I really love Stoicism, so I've been diving into the history of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, things like this. Even the Greek gods. It's really fun to just chat with it about different things. Just don't talk shit to it because when it becomes sentient, it will kill you. And when the AI overlord is gonna come, what you gonna do then? Let's get to the next mode, which is the image mode. This is really cool. I already made a video on the vision model you can use with the API. That is just next level, but for the basics, let's say you took a picture of this dog right here and you The future of AI video is here. I'll write my film idea in here, and LTX Studio takes care of all the hard work of creating a full AI movie. They'll write the script, add realistic AI voice, cinematic music, and create all the scenes with consistent characters. So most of the work is done for me. But now they've taken it one step further with their new update, Visions. As you can see, not only can you use AI to write the script for you, you can now start from a script, so you get full control to bring your creative ideas into beautiful visual AI movies. So what if you generated a full AI movie, but all of a sudden you want a completely new style? That's where the style reference comes in. Upload any image and watch your entire movie magically update into an entirely new style. But what if the shot you generated doesn't match the motion that you have in your imagination? That's why they now render 4 previews with completely different motion, making it easy to select the best one to fit your movie. 4 previews in about 8 seconds. Yep. You heard that right, beating their competition that creates one option in 50 or so seconds. So once your movie is done, you can render it in 4K and export it directly to your favorite editing system like Premiere, DaVinci, and Final Cut. Then, if you need to send a pitch deck, it automatically creates a complete visual proposal of your movie, so you can confidently present your pitch with beautiful graphics, the characters, and the storyline, saving you hours of work. LTX Studio has officially changed visual storytelling forever. Click my link in the description to join the waitlist now. They are approving people every single day. Thanks to LTX Studio for sponsoring this section of the video. Let's get to the next mode, which is the image mode. This is really cool. I already made a video on the vision model you can use with the API. That is just next level, but for the basics, let's say you took a picture of this dog right here and you don't actually know what the breed is. You can save the image or copy the image, upload it directly to Chat GPT by just pasting it, click enter, and ask it anything about the image. What breed? And it will respond, the dog appears to be a golden retriever. Say you have this image in school and you just don't understand how photosynthesis works. Let's paste it and ask, can you explain this in more detail? And it will start breaking it all down. It's very capable at understanding images at this point. I highly recommend checking it out, testing different things. You can even take images on your phone, which is pretty cool, right? But what if you want to go more advanced? Let's go to step number 3, the advanced features of ChatGPT 4.0. This is where ChatGPT truly shines. The first one being data analysis. Since I have about 10 years of data analysis experience, don't check that up. I have this sheet of Amazon products, about 1,000 of them, where ChatGPT 4.0 really shines. I'll start by a simple prompt of a summary, but that's not even advanced at all. You'll see that it actually shows up in a table just like Sheets or Excel. It will provide a summary for me, but that's not really where the magic lies. We can open it here. Then we can ask, you see that we have about 1,000 products or so. Now, data analysis is trying to find the most important information. So I'm going to say, can you give me only the products above $100? Now you see that we only have about 123. Then we can ask it for a chart. It asked me, we can consider several visualizations, price distribution, top sellers, brand distribution, categories, reviews versus price. Let's do all of them. First, we got a scatter plot. Here we got top 10 categories, top 10 brands, sellers with most products above $100, price distribution. We can of course go way deeper. Can you give me a bar chart of the top 100 most expensive items in this dataset with price and name of product? Oh yeah, that's some clean data right there. Ooh, I'll just prompt it a little bit and now it's more organized. How beautiful is this? Analyzing data is way better than going on vacation. Imagine just waking up on a Sunday morning just looking at graphs. You can do that now, but let's hop to the next advanced feature, which is file conversions and file uploading in general. You want to turn a JPEG into a PNG. You want to turn a text file into a PDF, a CSV into an XML. ChatGPT can do it for you. Say you have this beautiful image of a WebP file, drag it into ChatGPT, ask it to turn it into a PNG file, and just like that, you have a downloadable PNG file. As you can see, we just downloaded it and it looks exactly the same. I'm not gonna show the rest, you get it. It's just a converter for basically every type of file. But speaking of file converters, let's go to the next one, which is file creators. So say you have to create an Apple script or even a Py file, JSON file, any type of file really. I'll dig into coding a little bit later, but I've been using Apple scripts to automate my computer, and ChatGPT is amazing at that. So I'm gonna prompt it, can you create an Apple script that opens my Notion, Chrome, and Slack all at once, and make it a downloadable file? As you can see, it will write the Apple script here. Then it will start analyzing. It seemed like it ran into some error because they want to do a .app, but I actually want the .script. I'll just say yes, and here you have the script file. Since we're on this topic, let's dive into coding as well. I made an amazing tutorial going through how you can pretty much make any app with ChatGPT and Python. I highly recommend you check it out because I feel I can actually code without having any coding background experience. I still don't know how to code, I just copy paste into ChatGPT, but you can easily ask it, you make a snake game in Python. As you can see, it will just import a bunch of things, write a bunch of code, which is truly amazing. I think this is one of the best parts of ChatGPT that unlocks a complete new dimension for me. Look at it go, it just wrote so much code. I'll just click on copy code, paste the code into VS Code, write Python 3, snake.py. Now we got snake running, and you might see that it won't be perfect, like it won't match up. It's not as responsive as you can see. And this is where you basically tell it, oh, it works, but I would like for you to do X, Y, and Z. Write new code for me. I just recommend you watch my coding with ChatGPT video because we need to go to the next part of this video. Practical applications of ChatGPT 4.0. There's so much to do and I had a hard time finding actual key points that I wanted to add to this video. So I'm just gonna run through them so you get a quick list of ideas that you can take inspiration from and then go with it yourself. First, you can draft an email to your team for a new project timeline. Giving it more information will obviously give it better results. But you can see this is the email that we got back. Next, you have brainstorming ideas, write articles, and generate story plots where you can ask it, help me brainstorm some plot ideas for a sci-fi novel. Comes up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plot ideas for your sci-fi novel. This is something that I use a lot for title generation, idea brainstorming before I make a YouTube video. Oh, it just keeps going. It literally has 13 ideas for you for your sci-fi novel. Next, we have translation. Again, I made an amazing video here that a lot of people are loving about how to learn a language with ChatGPT prompts. You can say translate this into Norwegian and it will write it. You can also use image capabilities here, and the conversation aspect is really good with it. So if you want to learn a language, ChatGPT is definitely a good partner for that. But it can also become a study partner. Say there's something in school that you don't know, you can ask it to explain the concept of dark matter in simple terms. It will start breaking it up into tiny parts and help you understand it a lot better. One of my favorite prompts for this is to say explain it to me like 5, which helps a lot if I'm reading a paper. I might take the abstract, paste it into ChatGPT because AI is pretty complicated and people use big words. Next is creating lesson plans. I'm a big fan of learning and specifically self-studying because I have my own business, I don't go to school, but I still love learning about these different concepts. Right now, I'm very fascinated by Greek gods. So you could say generate a lesson plan for learning about the Greek gods. And the reason you want to do this is to take all of these things that you don't know and breaking them into tiny parts so you can go deeper than ever before. Class number 1, introduction. Class number 2, deep dive into major Greek gods. Creative engagement with Greek gods. It even gives you a bunch of websites that you can check out, including from National Geographic. So you might understand that using ChatGPT for learning is one of the best abilities. But what if you actually wrote something and you want to get feedback on that. You could just copy and paste an entire essay into ChatGPT, then ask it to rate you from 0 to 5 stars or something like that, and give you a justified reason why it's like that. This way you can easily get feedback so you can improve your writing again and again and again, which is pretty cool, right? But what if you want to use ChatGPT for business purposes and help you streamline your workflow? Well, let's go to the next step, which is customer service. One of the things in a business is that you get customer inquiries that are just the same over and over again. And that's where you can basically copy that inquiry into ChatGPT and ask it to automate a response. I think you got the basic. I don't think I have to show you on ChatGPT, you already know. Next in business is you can actually download the transcript of your meeting, paste it into ChatGPT, and it can actually give you action items that was from the meeting, whether it's a PDF or you have a text file. You can summarize the meeting easily and give you the key points, which is a huge benefit. And then you have decision analysis. So if you are trying to pick between a bunch of different decisions, it really helps to give ChatGPT all of this and then ask it to rank it for you to what the best decision is. You can even prompt it, can you ask me some questions to understand my goals, the mission of the company, so you can get a lot better answers. But my favorite way of using ChatGPT as a business owner is to use automations through, for example, make.com that gives you all this workflow. I got 3 videos by make.com that makes my life so much easier because you can integrate with a bunch of different softwares that you're probably already using right now. So it's kind of like using ChatGPT automatically without you having to chat with it. It's just happening in the background. I'll leave links to the videos down in the description. Now, I quickly want to touch on what is the difference between the Plus plan and the free plan of ChatGPT 4.0. First, it is that you get image capabilities. So if you want to generate images, like make an image of a frog. So here is an image of a frog you requested. I love DALL-E 3, which is the image generator here, just because of the convenience. I have a massive tutorial on DALL-E 3 and I think it's amazing. The second thing that you'll miss out if you have the free plan is you also won't get the custom GPTs. So this is basically a way to train the system prompt so that it's very specific. For example, you have math solver, image generator, write for me, that basically has a master prompt in the background, and then you can chat with it and it's kind of like it's instructed on all this different data or things like that. So you won't get access to that. But if you want to continue with the ChatGPT 4.0, which is completely free, but now that we got most of the practical use cases out of the way, I want to tell you my favorite prompting tip, as well as how to get way better responses from ChatGPT. And I want to tell you one of the mistakes that you definitely should avoid at all costs. So first, my best tip is to have a prompt chain. You have one prompt that does one specific task. Let me take, for example, how to write a YouTube script with ChatGPT. First, you would have a research agent that the prompt would be something like, research all these websites, then get me a bullet point outline of all the different chapters. Then the next prompt would be, hey, I have all of these bullet points that I want you to write like this. Then you bring all the instructions on how to write the video. Because if you would do that in just one prompt, it just doesn't work. The research will be like 50% done. The script writing will be like 50%. It doesn't really understand everything. And then you would have a third prompt that would be, does this meet these requirements for a YouTube video in SEO, right? And then I have this mega prompt that I do share in my community on what I deem a successful script to be. And then it says, no, actually this doesn't match, this doesn't match. So my favorite tip is prompt it not in just one sitting. Prompt it like, this is an agent, this is another agent, this is another agent, and they do different tasks. And then the final mistake that I want you to avoid is actually using ChatGPT's response as your own. And the main pitfall here is that it just has mistakes, it hallucinates, it will make up facts. And if you're a content creator, for example, this can just be detrimental to your reputation. The main thing you want to establish is trust. and you can't really fully trust ChatGPT by now. So we covered everything from setting up ChatGPT 4.0 to exploring its advanced features and practical applications with all of these different prompts that can transform how you work, learn, and create. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Pretty cool, right? But this is only the tip of the iceberg. If you want me to help you implement AI into your workflow to save you time, get help with AI tools, agents, and automations, and hop on a call with me and others implementing AI every Monday, click the link in the description down below to join our private community. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.